Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. The bold and the beautiful spoilers. Is Phoebe Forrester getting a soapy resurrection, Steffy's twin, back from the grave? The bold and the beautiful B&B. Spoilers reveal that Phoebe Forrester, last played by Mackenzie Mozzie, has been mentioned a suspicious number of times lately, so we have to consider what B&B's angle is. Could Phoebe be getting a soapy resurrection? Although Phoebe and Steffy started out as identical twins, the show eventually shifted gears and made them fraternal twins through recasts. Sadly, Phoebe was involved in a car crash back in 2008 and died in Ridge Forrester's Thorsten K. arms, or did she? Considering Sheila Sharp's Kimberlin Brown, last big storyline, and all the sugar, aka Janet Weber, Kimberlin Brown drama, we've seen how even an on-screen demise can be undone with an explanation that's soapy enough. It's possible B&B could cook up some crazy story where a Phoebe lookalike actually perished, or maybe she was secretly whisked away for treatment, somewhere like John Finnegan, Tanner Novlin, was once upon a time. Maybe Phoebe has actually been in a long-term coma at some European facility. There might be a whole new storyline of who secretly saved Phoebe and what their motives were. Regardless, it's been weird to hear so much about Phoebe lately. Ridge, Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline Messidswood, and especially Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig, have all talked about how much they miss Phoebe in recent weeks. After not hearing much about Phoebe for many years, we're suddenly hearing about Phoebe all the time. That's an intriguing change and could be a sign that a Phoebe-related storyline is in the works. Of course, Phoebe's family would be blown away if she suddenly showed back up in Los Angeles. There might be imposter accusations and a DNA test to confirm Phoebe was the real deal, which would open the door to a possible fraud story and some lab manipulation. On the other hand, Phoebe could genuinely be alive with quite a soapy story to tell and authentic DNA evidence to prove her identity. If Phoebe returned from the grave, that would certainly be a good way to bring Ridge and Taylor back together. Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, might become a love triangle loser if Phoebe makes the Tridge family whole again. Whatever the case, all these Phoebe mentions could mean something, so we'll bring you more predictions on whether she might make a shocking comeback. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Ridge, Taylor, Steffy, and Thomas Forrester, Matthew Atkinson would all be deeply affected by Phoebe resurfacing, so stay tuned for updates on any stunning news ahead. The bold and the beautiful is no stranger to dramatic twists and shocking returns, but could the latest whispers hint at the ultimate resurrection? Fans have long speculated about the return of Phoebe Forrester, Steffy's beloved twin sister, who tragically died in a car accident years ago. While the show has kept a tight lid on its future storylines, rumors and clues are starting to hint at the possibility of Phoebe's miraculous return from the grave. Could this be a major new storyline for Steffy and the entire Forrester family? Let's dive deep into the possibility of Phoebe's soapy resurrection, exploring how it could unfold and what it would mean for the beloved characters of the bold and the beautiful. A brief recap: the death of Phoebe Forrester. Phoebe Forrester, portrayed by actress Mackenzie Mozzie, was the daughter of Taylor Hayes and Ridge Forrester, making her a central figure in the Forrester family. She was Steffy's twin sister, and their bond was integral to their storylines. Phoebe was a sweet, kind-hearted young woman who had been involved in several high-profile story arcs, including a romance with Rick Forrester and a brief fling with Oliver Jones. However, in a tragic twist of fate, Phoebe was killed in a car accident in 2008. Her death, while heartbreaking, was a catalyst for the emotional growth of several characters, particularly Steffy, who struggled with grief and loss. Phoebe's death, although pivotal in the storyline at the time, left fans wondering if they would ever get to see the beloved character again. Could Phoebe Forrester really return? In soap operas, death is often not as final as it seems. There have been countless instances where characters have been resurrected, sometimes through seemingly implausible means. With The Bold and the Beautiful being known for its high-stakes drama, unexpected returns, and cliffhangers, it's not entirely out of the question that Forrester could make a comeback. The idea of bringing Phoebe back has circulated in fan circles for years, with some speculating that she could have survived the car crash or that some unforeseen twist might bring her back into the fold. A major turning point that could fuel these rumors is the ongoing storyline surrounding Steffy Forrester, Phoebe's twin sister. Steffy has endured some of the most dramatic and emotional experiences in recent years, from the sudden loss of her daughter Kelly to a tumultuous relationship with her ex-husband, Liam Spencer. The possibility of Steffy receiving a second chance to reunite with her sister could be a huge emotional payoff for both characters and viewers alike. Moreover, with Steffy currently involved in a complex web of relationships, a Phoebe return would throw everything into chaos, reigniting old family dynamics and perhaps stirring up some long-buried secrets. Fans of the show are familiar with the dramatic stakes of resurrection storylines. Characters like Deacon Sharp, Maya Avant, and others have made comebacks in recent years. So, is it possible that Phoebe Forrester's name will soon be added to that list? The resurrected Phoebe. How could it happen? If Phoebe were to return from the dead, the soap would need to find a compelling and believable way to explain her survival. Here are some possible scenarios. The classic soap resurrection. Phoebe could have survived the accident but been presumed dead. Perhaps she was in a coma for years, hidden away somewhere, and someone finally discovers her, maybe a nurse or doctor who recognizes her identity. It could be revealed that Phoebe had been living in a foreign country or in a hospital under a different name. The Forrester family, devastated by her death, would be shocked when Phoebe suddenly shows up, much like The Bold and the Beautiful has done with characters like Taylor Hayes in the past. The switcheroo. In classic soap opera fashion, Phoebe could have been the victim of a mistaken identity or an intentional switch. Imagine a scenario where another woman died in the accident, and Phoebe was taken by a rival family or a shady character. After all these years, she could return with amnesia or a different personality, complicating Steffy's life and reuniting her with a sister who seems like a stranger. This would be a dramatic twist that would keep fans on the edge of their seats. The medical miracle. Soap operas have often featured science fiction-style explanations for miracles. Perhaps Phoebe was resurrected through an experimental procedure, a medical miracle that brought her back to life. The storyline could involve Steffy, Ridge, and Taylor grappling with the shock of seeing Phoebe again, but also facing the emotional implications of this miracle. Would Phoebe remember everything from her past, or would she come back as a new person? A spiritual return. In the world of The Bold and the Beautiful, death is often portrayed as a barrier that is easily crossed in the afterlife. Phoebe could make a dramatic spiritual return to Steffy, perhaps in a vision or dream sequence. It would be a way for the writers to explore the emotional closure Steffy needs after years of grieving her sister. While this scenario wouldn't be as dramatic as a full physical resurrection, it could pave the way for Phoebe's reappearance in the future. A long-lost Forrester secret. Finally, there is always the possibility of a more traditional soap opera trope, long-lost relatives. What if Phoebe's death had been staged as part of a family secret? Perhaps the Forrester family has been keeping something hidden for all these years, and Phoebe's sudden return would expose a whole new layer of scandal. Was she really dead? Was her death orchestrated for some hidden reason? The Forrester family would be thrown into turmoil, and Steffy would be forced to confront a new version of her sister and of herself. What would Phoebe's return mean for Steffy? If Phoebe Forrester were to return, it would undoubtedly have a massive impact on Steffy. The two sisters shared an inseparable bond, and Steffy has never truly gotten over Phoebe's death. Steffy has faced heart attack after heart attack, and a reunion with Phoebe could offer her a much-needed emotional anchor. However, a return for Phoebe wouldn't be without complications. How would Steffy react to seeing her sister again? Would she be happy to have food back, or would there be lingering resentment and jealousy? And what about the other characters like Ridge, Taylor, and Liam?